after some making out and then him undressing me, he then pauses and says, "You're fatter than I expected.
Oh,
You're not attractive." What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Legacy Journeys. I'm your host, Liv, along with my co-host,
Carlton, the host with the most. And here at Legacy Journeys, we embrace, explore, and evolve relationships. And today we have a very interesting episode for you. This is episode 17. And we're going to kick it off with one of the popular segments, which is the Am I the Asshole? Reddit subreddit is what it's called, right?
Right.
And then right after that, we're going to go to a dating over 40 subreddit. Yes, which is cool because that's going to segue into our main topic, which is mindful dating.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and get popping on that. Liv, let's get
All right.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole for going back on my word to help support my husband's affair baby? Say
deep.
what?
Yeah, that's deep. That happens.
Yeah, I'm not on Reddit, so forgive me if this doesn't make sense here, but I need opinions. I found out, female 42, that my husband, male 44, was cheating on me with a girl, female 25, he found on Tinder. Now, first of all, okay, damn, really? He made himself out to be a rich guy, but actually he works for my father.
Oh, it gets deeper.
When I found out, I asked for a divorce. I found out that the girl was pregnant. Oh, shit. She told me that she didn't know he was married, blah, blah. I believed her and I felt sorry for her because she doesn't have any money. I have 2 children, so I thought her baby was my children's sibling. I said that I would take care of them. Say what?
Yay, she said it right off the rip.
That she would take care of her husband's affair child?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I stumbled across all the texts between them, and actually she knew very early on that he was married, and she even stalked me on social media. He told her from the start that he was married and only wanted fun. She wanted more, and that's how I found out. Now, I feel immense hatred and resentment towards her and her baby, and I don't want to help her anymore. I liked her, and she fooled me, but she only used me. I told her that I wasn't going to be helping her and wished her good luck. My husband will still have okay salary at his new work, and from what I understood, he is planning to have custody or at least share custody of his child so the baby will not be suffering, but just not rich. I asked her to not contact me again. She is raging about me taking back my promise and gathering lots of sympathy, and I don't know. I know the baby is innocently in this, but I feel resentful and bitter like I have been used twice. I am very sorry, but no.
Yeah.
So what y'all think? First of all, I'm not gonna, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, that's a strong ask.
Right, because, well, she didn't even ask. She just immediately said that she would help her because she felt sorry for her because she ain't broke.
Right.
Yeah, that just don't sit right with me. Yeah. First of all, if you were bold enough to not only cheat on me, but to not have enough consideration for me to not wrap it up.
Right, to have protected sex.
Right. Like, that's number one. Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even know why she would do that. But she's definitely not the asshole. Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, she's definitely not the asshole.
No.
Yeah, I mean, how could she be? You know what I'm saying? She's like she said, she's been used twice, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
And then she knew about her.
Right.
Because he told her up front, I'm married, just looking for fun. Why? See, I just don't get that.
Yeah, that right there. I mean, that's not a hard one for me. Like, as far as like morally, like she's not wrong.
No,
she's
not
gonna
at all.
do that out of kindness
of her heart.
You know what I'm saying? Even though she really don't have to. And I mean, her rationale was, was on point. Like, hey, these are my children's siblings, so
right. And you know
I'm
what?
gonna help. But
I can see her doing that. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that the girl was, broke and she had no idea about her. So I could see that. You know what I'm saying? You feeling sorry. And if you got, because clearly she got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I can possibly see that. But finding out that she knew about me all along and you were stalking me on social media, hell no.
Yeah, and then that's weird behavior. But yeah, dude is the asshole.
Yes, he is definitely the asshole.
He is the asshole for sure.
But I'm like, well, she said she immediately got a divorce when she found out.
But she wanted to get a divorce.
Or did she say she wanted to, or she did?
Yeah. Immediately.
Oh, she asked for a divorce.
Right.
Yeah. So
she asked for a divorce. Then she recanted and was like, eh.
And then she said he got a new job. So I'm like, what? She kicked him out of
the family
business.
The dad kicked him out of the family business. Like, oh hell no, bro! Right. I ain't finna pay for that.
I know that's right. I wouldn't either. But yeah, that's crazy.
So what y'all think about
what
his
y'all
father-in-law?
Think about that? Her reneging on her promise to take care of her husband's affair, baby.
Yep, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think, because that's just wild right there.
Yeah, and I mean, I have heard of people, like, maybe seen some story or something like that, where somebody raised somebody else's child. It isn't like a raising in the sun type thing or something like that. Something, when you raising somebody else's child, you know what I'm saying? That's rough.
Or even, you know what? Better yet, I got one for you. What if the husband had an affair and had a kid out of the affair? Like, I've always wondered, like, how would you, of course y'all get a divorce, y'all no longer together. But I'm like, I don't know if I could ever accept that child.
Yeah, because
it is, your kids together sibling.
Right. Yeah.
And I've heard, well, I know of a situation where that has happened, where a man cheated on his wife and they got a divorce, and, eventually years later, like, they were okay with the child.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that is rough. I don't know how I would be able to deal with something like that.
Yeah.
You have a kid.
Right.
You cheat on me and have a kid.
Right.
Now, first of all, I'm gonna have a problem with you cheating, period.
Right.
But having a kid out of it,
right.
That's a whole nother story for me. So again, let us know what y'all think about that, because that's kind of a hard pill to swallow. I know I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty strong one.
Yeah.
So, you were telling me about this dating over 40.
Oh, yeah. So I started reading this other subreddit. It's called Dating Over 40. And here's one
where you got rejected in the most...
That's called Got Rejected in the Most Humiliating Way. Had to share this experience that happened to me last night. Was chatting with someone off of Tinder, and both of us made it very clear that we were looking for something casual. After a few days of chatting, we decided to meet up for a little fun, as he was only in town for one more night. I met him at his hotel for a drink, and the vibes were there. He asked if I wanted to come up to his room, and I agreed to come up. After some making out, and then him undressing me, he then pauses and says, "You're fatter than I expected.
Oh.
You're not attractive at all."
Wow.
I pause, look at him, silently put my clothes back on, and left his room, trying to hold back my tears.
Wow.
My pictures are all recent, no older than January 2024. And all are full body pictures with absolutely no filters. I told y'all on that last episode about them filters.
Yeah,
they will 16. Get you in trouble. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
She did know. That's what's crazy.
I mean, right. I was not wearing any Spanx or body shapewear or anything that may hide or tuck a few inches. I cannot believe that someone had the gall to say something so hurtful to my face.
Yeah, that's
Anyways, taking a break from dating as I try to pick up the pieces of my completely shattered ego. Update. She says, wow, did not think this was going to blow up. For those thinking this did not happen, trust me, it did. And for those who are sliding into my chat request and asking for a full body picture of me so they can judge my body, absolutely not. Thank you all for reading. People are like,
yeah, people are a trip,
crazy.
Man.
Like, who does that?
Right,
like, yeah, I want to see.
Let me be a judge.
So let me judge to see if he was right.
Right.
Fuck you. Like, are you kidding me?
Now, some people may open themselves up to that, but that's just funny.
For more judgment?
Yeah, that's just funny,
are you
though,
kidding
man.
me?
That's just funny.
And you know what? This is, first of all, this is so wrong on so many levels. Because my thing is, and of course, you've never done online dating, but just imagine, like, you see her pictures.
Right.
Okay? So you could get a gauge of how she looks based off her pictures.
Right.
She had a full-length body picture. So what do you mean that you're fatter than I thought?
Yeah, I don't know about this.
And then you're over 40?
Right.
You're over 40 doing some petty shit like that?
Yeah.
And see, that's the problem. Like, there's a lot of women who are self-conscious, you know what I'm saying, what they call fupa.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
right. The front upper private area.
Right.
The front upper private area.
Right. I mean, you know, because we all done had kids, you know what I'm saying, where you will have that.
Right.
I mean, what did he expect?
I don't know.
A flat.
But that was just rude. That was
rude as hell.
That was rude.
I hate that she went through that. That is so wrong.
Yeah, that is rude. Yeah, and that's one of them where it definitely wasn't her fault.
No, it wasn't her fault.
That would make someone hesitant to meet someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think someone's gonna be cool,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
then y'all making out,
right?
Like, if you weren't attracted to her,
right?
Why you make out with her,
right?
That don't even make sense,
right?
To say I'm not attracted to you.
It's some weirdos out here. It's some weirdos out here. Now, that's not to say like, okay, like, so like you mentioned, like I didn't have to deal with the online dating. I still dated. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Of course.
So like, that's just weird. You know what I'm saying? To do someone like that. But there are crazy people out here in this world.
Because they clearly had to have matched.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen her pictures again.
Right.
And then when they met in person, like,
yeah, they kicked it for a minute.
If you weren't attracted, you should have ended it then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah,
it's
that's
some
crazy.
It's some people out here in this world that just.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you that this guy was a jerk. I definitely have to agree with you on that, and which is interesting because we're talking about dating over 40, and our main topic tonight is mindful dating. So that's a perfect segue into that.
Okay. What is mindful dating? Mindfulness can be defined as the deliberate act of fostering greater attention and awareness of present moment. Mindfulness originated from Eastern Buddhist and Hindu philosophies and practices dated between 2300 BC and 1500 BC. The concept of mindfulness has been embraced by the Western self-help movement, and it has been utilized to support and help manage many issues from anxiety to eating disorders. It can also be applied to many different activities and facets of life, including dating. What is mindful dating? In the context of dating, mindfulness refers to approaching dating in a conscious and proactive manner. It involves having a sense of what you are looking for and a sense of yourself, setting boundaries and practicing the acceptance of difficult feelings and rejection, sharing thoughts, feelings, and needs with honesty and care. Many people engage in the opposite of mindful dating. They might log on to dating apps and scroll mindlessly. They complain about not being able to meet people but ignore good opportunities to do so. Or they move through dating on autopilot without stopping to have a real conversation and listening to a person to learn more about them. How to date mindfully. So, what can you do to practice mindful dating? There are plenty of strategies that can help you become more mindful during your dating experience. Set a goal. What are you hoping to be the outcome of your dating experience? Being specific about what you are looking for will help you to be more conscious and proactive in your dating life.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a long-term relationship, you might not want to engage with some dating apps that target more casual users. By the same token, if you do want to date casually, going on a date with someone who wants to get married and have kids as soon as possible is not the best idea. Yeah, if you know you are looking for an intentional relationship with someone where it leads to a long-term relationship, yeah, you don't want to hook up with somebody who is clearly out there looking for casual dates.
Right. If they tell you that,
then that's what it is.
Right. They tell you don't want anything serious, don't try to change it into something serious.
Right.
You know?
And also, if you are looking for something more intentional, be sure to go on those sites that advertise or that have serious minded people. And again, and I won't stop saying this, if you're paying more money for something, then yeah, those people are intentionally looking for something serious. They're not out there, at least hopefully, not trying to play games. If you are unsure what you are seeking, dating mindfully with awareness about how you feel as you are experiencing this, it can help you better discern between what you like and what you don't like, and what you want and what you don't want for greater clarity.
Yeah, you got to be clear.
Curate prospects. Be mindful about how you find your dating prospects. Instead of looking absolutely everywhere and accepting everyone and everything, be more intentional about curating prospects based on how well they align with their values and goals. Often, meeting someone through mutual friends can be the most successful method because you find out more about the person beforehand, which is why I always like hooking people up. If you already know somebody who's single and that they're looking for something intentional, then yeah, why not try to hook them up with a like-minded person? I mean, that's a good way of you're already avoiding all the, how is he? Is he this? Is he that?
Right.
Unless you got a friend who, will hook you up with somebody who they know that like has issues, and yeah, that's not good.
That's not a good friend.
No, that is not a good friend.
If the usual
suspects in your dating scene are not working out, you might need to branch out and start spending time in places that reflect you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you know you have an interest in, I don't know, theater or the arts, then go to those places to find like-minded people. Or, like I said, we suggest like going to a dog park. If you got a pet, a dog park is a great place to meet other people.
A like-minded person.
Exactly. Not only that, like when we went to the dog park with Popcorn, I seen a lot of guys out there who wasn't, I don't know if they weren't married or anything, but
they were by themselves.
Yeah.
And I didn't really even think about that till you said it.
Yeah, and dog parks now have drinks.
Yeah.
And so it's the perfect place to meet somebody. If you love going to the library, this might be a place you can meet someone with common interests. Or if you love food, perhaps a specialty grocery store or food festival would be a place you can meet someone compatible.
Yeah.
Use technology. In this day and age, you would be remiss not to include technology in your dating arsenal. There are several options specifically geared toward being more mindful when dating. For instance, eHarmony uses comprehensive questions to match you with an ideal date. The less well-known site, Sapio, helps to connect you with a match by showing you answers to open-ended questions from a potential partner. Most dating apps will also send you your best matches each day so that you don't have to waste time hunting them down. Not having to mindlessly scroll through a dating app means more time to focus on what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When you on these dating sites, they have it so that you can put everything it is that you're looking for someone, that you're wanting in someone. Let's say if you like to exercise, you like to, you know, take salsa lessons, those are things you need to put so that other people who are interested in the same thing can potentially match with you. I mean, yeah, I know it may seem, oh Lord, I'm rambling.
No, you good though. I mean, you keep dropping some knowledge. Somebody need this.
Yeah, so if you are on a dating site, again, just be sure to put everything that it is that you're interested in.
Right.
So that they can filter out what the things that you're not interested in.
Correct.
And so be a good listener. How often have you been on a date and noticed the other person wasn't paying attention to what you were saying? Try to practice being an active listener on dates. Being mindful in this way will help both you and your date. Your date will feel appreciated and that you are interested. This way, you will also get a better sense as to whether you are a good match. Ask lots of questions, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ask as many questions as you can think of to get to know them better, because that shows that you're interested in them.
Right.
And that you want to know about them.
Mm-hmm.
Engage in conversation. And then also, when you go on these dates, put your phone away.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that definitely, if I'm on a date with you and you in your phone, to me that's an instant sign that you're not interested in what I got to say. So yeah, put the phones away. It's okay.
Yeah.
You could devote an hour time without your phone. Trust me, you'll be fine.
Right.
Seek clarification when you aren't sure about something and avoid becoming distracted by your phone and other things.
Mm-hmm. Set boundaries.
Set boundaries. Part of mindful dating also involves setting boundaries for yourself. If you don't have boundaries, you won't have a framework from which to decide whether someone is right for you or not. And we discussed that in episode 15. Yes, you have to set boundaries. Boundaries help you to let people know how you want to be treated.
Yep.
By the same token, be mindful in determining and setting boundaries for yourself. A mindful boundary you may set that works for you is not to get intimate too quickly, emotionally or physically, or you may find yourself attached to someone before you know them well enough to decide if they are a match. Yes, that is a good boundary to set for yourself. If you know you are looking for something meaningful, set a boundary where, I'm not going to be intimate with this person right off the bat. And with that being said, if they do cross those boundaries, you got to be willing to let it go because that's not what you want. If you're on a date and a guy is steady bringing up sex,
right,
which I heard that is what they do.
Right.
If they're steady, the whole conversation, it turns into something sexual. Yeah, that's not for you. And you got to be willing to let it go. A different mindful boundary may be to allow things to unfold naturally at whatever pace they may, while being aware of how you feel and staying present in each moment to notice what works for you and what doesn't. On a first date, be curious about what rises in discussions and how you feel about what is being shared and what you feel moved to share in kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have to look for, if you know that you don't want to get too serious too soon, then listen to what they're saying.
They're gonna tell you.
They're gonna let you know.
If they don't even tell you, ask.
Like I said, ask questions. It's mindful. Okay.
Right.
You got to know what it is you're getting yourself into.
Right.
Because you can't always tell on the first date or even a second or third. Obstacles to mindful dating. There are also a number of things that you should try to avoid as you work on dating more mindfully. The next time you find yourself engaging in one of the following behaviors, consider how you could turn the situation around and approach it from a more mindful perspective. Negativity. Oh, that's a big one. When you are on a date, it's important to be mindful about how you are experiencing yourself and your date and how they may be experiencing their time with you. If you have been feeling burnt out or have been dating unsuccessfully for a while, it can be easy to slide into negative thinking and negativity bias, which can come across as being a negative person. Yeah, if you find yourself after, you've been going on, I don't know, 5 first dates, and they never led to a second date, then you may need to take a step back and think about what it is that you're doing. Are you coming across as being negative?
Right.
Are you steady talking about your exes and, they ain't shit and they did this and that? And that's another thing. If you recently got out of a relationship where you were hurt, you need time to heal before you try stepping your toe in the dating pool again.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about that later in the article.
Yeah, because you don't want to bring that negativity from that relationship or baggage to the next person who has absolutely they didn't do anything wrong to you. Trust me, again, I used to be that way, where I thought the best thing to do when I got out of a relationship was to get back in another one. And it's not good at all, because you're only bringing that baggage to the next relationship. You need time to heal and get yourself together before going back out there.
Right.
If you are mindful in noticing your burnout and negativity, this may be a sign to end the date early or take a break from dating. If you are not feeling warm, open, or happy, it will not be mindful to force it. But if you are able to shift your thoughts, presence, and emotions mindfully, then you can practice keeping an open mind and heart for connection. Practice mindfulness is noticing different qualities about your date and how you feel during your time together. Complaining. Notice if you or your date are complaining frequently about people, places, or things. Be mindful of what you are noticing, how you are expressing it, and how this may come across. What is happening in the moment and is what you would like to continue to do. For example, are you practicing presence and expressing curiosity about the person you are with? Or are you finding yourself complaining about an ex?
Right.
Yeah, don't be complaining about the ex. Let that go. The past relationship, it should help you.
Right.
It should help you in moving forward and knowing what it is that you want and don't want.
Right.
And let it go. There's no need to bring it up.
Yeah, complain to your friends and your therapist.
Exactly. Don't complain to on your date. Because that's just a turn off.
You're trying to get to know somebody.
Exactly.
And if they're complaining to you about it, your red flag should be
right. Your red flag should go up as well.
Yep.
It's not just about you. It could be them complaining.
Yep.
Treat each date with respect, courtesy, consideration, and care. Unless your date does something terribly wrong or offensive that you need to address, be mindful about how and what you are communicating. Taking rejection personally. It happens. There will be dates when you don't hear anything back or the person doesn't want to go out again. By responding to rejection mindfully, you can experience and process the emotions that arise without taking the rejection personally or making it a character flaw about yourself. Sometimes people will not be compatible, get along, or like you, and that may hurt. Allow yourself to feel what you feel with mindfulness and without getting stuck in a story or negative meaning making, and the feelings will shift in time. If somebody is not interested, it's okay. Don't take the rejection personally. It's not, I would be happy that they're letting me know rather than stringing me along, knowing that they're not interested. Don't take it personal. It's their loss.
Mm-hmm.
It's their loss that they missed out on you, not vice versa. And hell, there may be people that you may not be interested in, and that's okay. At least have a nice way of letting them down. Like, hey, I know, I'm sorry. I don't think this will work out. And again, if you set your boundary, you don't have to explain yourself.
Right.
If a person started talking about sex and you like, look, this isn't gonna work out, just let it be known and be done with it. It's okay. I used to have that problem where I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So instead, I would ghost, I would block. And, that's not right. I just didn't know how to nicely let someone down. Not everyone will be a good match. And you and your date each have a right to feel what they feel and to choose what they choose. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
While rejection never feels good, if you can avoid taking it personally, you could view it as a stepping stone to someone who is actually a good match for you. Absolutely. If they're not interested, okay, good. Have a nice life. On to the next.
Yep.
Not everyone is meant for everyone. And by letting go of someone who is not the right fit, you can make space for someone who may be.
That's right.
And that, exactly. It's okay to feel guilty or sad about having to reject or tell someone that the connection you felt with them is not what you were looking for. Yeah, it's okay to let somebody down gently. They'll be all right. We're adults. You'll get over it. It is okay to feel sad about potentially hurting someone's feelings. And it is also the most in integrity and honoring of you and of them to be honest and kind with your truth.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone will be a match, and that may hurt and feel disappointing. But ultimately, sharing your truth is best for all, as you would not want to be with someone who doesn't joyfully choose you and vice versa. Yeah.
Bingo.
I don't want to be with anybody who don't want me.
Nobody. Yep, and that's in that Way of Superior Man book too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if she don't choose you, or she don't want to be with you,
it's
peace
okay.
out. Move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yes.
Move on.
It's your loss.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not theirs.
Yeah.
They are leaving the opportunity for the right person to choose you.
Right.
Move on without reflecting. It's easy to coast through dating without stopping to consider why things went right or wrong with each date. Take some time for reflection. It might be helpful to ask yourself reflection questions after a date. You can even write down your answers in a journal. Where you're being mindful of your values, goals, and feelings during a date, how did you communicate and how was it received? How did you feel about what your date shared and how they shared it? What did you notice about any triggers that may have arisen? Did you set boundaries, and if so, were they honored? Were you present, attentive, and listening? Did you sense a connection and feel interest? Was the person present with and respectful of you? Be mindful together. When you do meet someone you like, practice being mindful together. Find ways to spend time together in a way that helps build a positive, meaningful relationship. Explore activities that you both enjoy sharing together. Go to a meditation retreat. Yeah, you would love that.
I sure would.
And yeah.
I'll be right up in there. Right up in there.
He really would.
Being mindful with you. We both in there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll let y'all know if he was able to talk me into it, but yeah, I don't know. Go on a mindful vacation where you have time, space, intention, and presence to be aware of your surroundings, experiences, and each other. And of course, this is like if y'all should proceed, with the relationship or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't right,
Day one.
Yeah. No. Focus on each other and make time to be fully present when you are spending time together. Engage in giving and receiving, caring and intentional behaviors that make each of you feel loved and supported, such as holding hands, words of affirmation, acts of service, and spending quality time together. If you carry mindfulness from your dating life to your relationship, the odds of being satisfied with each other will be higher. Research suggests that being mindfully attuned to your partner can actually a pro- I'm sorry, promote a stronger sense of self along with increased relationship satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
A word from Very Well. By dating mindfully, you will have the opportunity to learn more about yourself and others and grow in your exploration and through your experiences. You are invited to embrace and to be curious about yourself and others in the journey of dating rather than fighting against it or upholding rigid expectations and deadlines. Keep discovering more of yourself through the journey of dating by practicing mindfulness about how you feel, what you are noticing, and what works and what doesn't work for you. Approaching dating in this way will help to keep you aware, open, and present throughout the process and beyond.
Yeah, it's a pretty good article.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think about mindful dating.
Right, because that's very important, just being mindful anyway, but I like how they have the strategies to actually apply it to dating.
Right.
You know, because when I think of mindfulness, I think about it like in the meditation space, you know what I'm saying? Just being aware of your thoughts, surroundings, and things like that, you know, and analyzing the thought that may come through you being mindful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it makes sense to be mindful and conscious about dating. You know what I mean?
Right.
That affects you.
It's very important.
Yeah, it can affect you for the rest of your life. So, yeah.
Let us know what y'all think.
Drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, drop a comment. And if you listen and watch this far, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, share it, you know, with somebody that you care about, and stay tuned for the next episode. We hope you got some value out of this, and we're gonna continue putting out these episodes for you guys. This has been episode 17. Yes, we are quickly approaching episode 20 and beyond. So we appreciate you all coming through and spending that time with us. I'm Carlton.
I'm Liv.
And this is Legacy Journeys, where we embrace, explore, and evolve relationships. Peace.